he gets going, he's not the easiest to stop.
Oh, it's so hard to stop him once he gets going, but shift1 tasked with that right now, trying to slow things down a little bit. Zangrix just not going to let it happen. Every time he goes onto stage, everything speeds up, but gets the charge shot to break out of the corner. Now you've got your ledge trap of your own.
Ooh, I think if he went for the rising bear instead of the falling one, maybe would have taken that stock and put himself back in the game. Not to be, but still fighting his way back quite valiantly here. And that's going to be a fail on stage this time. He does pick the correct option. shift1, he's not out of this yet, Jackie.
No, not yet indeed. Great weight, great adaptation to that upbeat to center stage.
As you said, shift1 has established just a little bit of control here. He's managed to pull the brakes on that train just a little bit. Getting that space, getting those shadow balls on deck. But unfortunately, he's also got himself into the corner, but not for long. Another really good use of the teleport.
Just going for another chair here. Gotta be careful again, going for the upbeat to center stage.
It's working for now and he's using very well, but it's not going to work forever as eventually Zangrix is going to clock on and he might not even have to the way this stock is going. Oh no, goes for it again. Zangrix doesn't catch it and now it's just turn to try and get the reversal, but not to be. Picks the wrong out shield option and as we said, that shield pressure is just amazing.
It's the way he stalls it as well. Like, there'll be a lot of times in that situation where he's just jumping and waiting for whatever you're going to throw out. There are times where he might like delay things a bit, and it's so hard to find the opportunity to break out. Because if you're shift1 there, like you don't really have a spot where you can do that unless you like really learn the footstool out of shield stuff. And even then, against the Swordy, that's always going to be a bit inconsistent.
Yeah. Also worth noting, footstool out of shield is frame 4, I believe, and most of Roy's options that will hit close enough to be used are also not necessarily matched up. So
yeah,
inconsistent, shall we say?
Yeah, exactly, and that's your only real sort of option to punish it. So what you actually have to do is just read whatever Zangrix is going to do next, and when his movement is so ambiguous and his options are so ambiguous, it's so difficult to do that. You can see already trying to call out a jump that just wasn't there, because last time Zangrix jumped, but this time he's not gonna.
Yeah, absolutely, it just comes down to that tempo. Zangrix is making decisions so fast, and if you make the wrong one, the punishment is just so disproportionate. It's so extreme.
Okay, just trying to stay a good position here. And Zangrix looking for some kind of kill here. A jab, a back air, not going to do it right now. Looking for it again, still not going to find it.
Yep, that's what side B.
Side B, yeah, side B will do it.
That would do it. Not allowing himself to just land aggressively on stage there.
Yeah, and again, it's so much easier to sweet spot that raw in a matchup like this. Oh, great use of the neutral B to mix up your momentum. Catch Zangrix falling, but he still makes it up just about. I mean, his
I will say
music's so good.
If shift1 can take the stock nice and early here, it might just shift the momentum of this game back in his favor. This time responds to the pressure very well. Lovely parry on the Mare too. And that's going to find an off match out of shield for the first game in this set, I believe. Keeping it even so far as shift1.
Great work from shift1 so far, looking for the down air raw.
Okay, no jump, no jump. Ooh, he's not quite in there. There in time to punish it. Was shift1, but like I said, keeping it much more even, keeping the percents on one of his advantage state. He's starting to clock into Zangrix's disadvantage habits, and Zangrix is trying to power through, but shift1 responding in kind.
Great work from shift1 there. Be careful. Just poking away with some of these lower fireballs, forcing Zangrix onto the platform, making it a little bit more difficult for him to get in. Can't quite catch that. Zangrix's recoveries have been so good throughout this set.
Absolutely, yeah, recoveries have been great, but I will say shift1's ledge trapping is starting to get much more proficient, and that might be the key, but the up smash out of shield definitely won't be. Fortunately for him, not a sweet spot on that S-Mount, but that would have been curtains for this stock. As it is, still has a chance to fight back, and does indeed, with that fair off the landing off the platform to get himself the first lead in this set.
And again, just being a little bit more ambiguous with his movement, starting to use those mix-ups you've got at your disposal as Mewtwo. And starting to play a bit more defensive as well. Oh!
Lovely pressure on the net to keep him on the platform. That parry on the down smash, but no punish! Well, very well spaced, I guess, from shift1 here. A lot of confusion on stage again. That must have been something he's practiced, but so far not showing the fruits of his labor. But still, in the lead, Zangrix responds. Doesn't get the DI option correct on the down throw there. Now Zangrix is starting to cook with some up airs with the advantage state.
Yeah,
hang
you're
on a
at,
second. This is a row of a lot of rage here, Jackie.
I was gonna say, you're at kill percent. You gotta really mind out. This is a last hit situation. Especially if you're in the corner. I love the idea of just trying to catch some kind of air dodge in, but Zangrix, wise to it.
Yeah, shift1 trying to keep some space here. Almost doing it, not quite the F2. And this time with the spacing, he does quite find the down smash off ledge, because the F2 actually hit him further away, so Zangrix had no choice but to try and go above ledge and land onto it. Really good stuff there from shift1, and finally he's on the boards. Is this going to be a turnaround? I was going to say shifting the momentum. I already used that pun.
Well, I tell you what, that offstage sort of gambit, the ledge trapping, that is what you really have as Mewtwo. That is what you really have in your advantage state. Zangrix has done a really good job at recovering so far, stalling out his recoveries, saving his double jump, making sure all of his angles are at slightly different timings. But if shift1 can catch on, if he can get those down smashes to connect, if he can get those edge guards and chase him off stage, that's where you're really going to start to even up the damage output between these two characters.
And it's key to note as well, Zangrix has to be correct. He has to execute well on pretty much every recovery back to stage. shift1 only has to get right once, and that's a full stop. She's got an SBF here. Okay, so just choosing to remove that third platform, not really stressed about anything else, is Zangrix here. Still with a lot of time to play from that courtesy of that 2-0 lead he already has, but shift1 already looking much better.
Yeah, great catch so far. Oh, I love the little movement mix up there from shift1, but not going to quite work out. You can already see a little bit more confidence from them so far.
Ooh. You see a little walk back on the landing there? I'm really loving the spacing here from shift1. It's a really big improvement from the first two games. Just so much more aware of Roy's ranges, of where Zangrix is trying to hit you, and just those minuscule micro adjustments to just maneuver his way around it. It's good stuff from shift1, but Zangrix, we know what he can do once he gets some momentum, Jackie.
Oh, we all know what you can do. Nice reversal on the up air, just looking for a run off on the platform there. We do love a good joy confusion. Out comes the charge shot.
Tech. Ooh, can't quite get the rock rocket. Actually, I'm not sure if he missed his jump or if he just missed an input there. But still, shift1 gonna try and shake it off here, because you can't let Zangrix get any kind of room to breathe with this kind of lead.
Yeah, and you know what? The deficit wasn't that big. The fair's just gonna take it.
Yeah, absolutely not. Once again, let's have a back to stage. Mixing up the timing, but this time maybe used it a bit too liberally in game 2. And this time, mixing up so he doesn't get caught out. Use the charge shot to just cover that burst option.
Yeah, great
Situation here. This is very key, and that's the Jer at a very low percent, and that's going to swing the game right into Zangrix's favor. Can shift1 respond in kind?
That's something that we haven't seen much of, right? Like, shift1 is kind of known for going for these really early stocks. We've seen a lot of confusion attempts so far, and some, like, big down smashes, that kind of thing. I'm waiting to see, like, the shift1 Randy F smash kill someone at 50. That's what we need right now.
Yeah, it feels like he does need something like that, but at the same time, I feel like that's not how he needs to play. If he wants to... What's been working against Zangrix is this kind of distance, this kind of gameplay, just controlling his space, calling out his burst option, baiting with the charge shot, and then calling out his jump instead. But Zangrix, he's not just an aggressive player who likes to hold in. He's a smart player as well.
Yeah, his aggression has become a lot more controlled. That's part of his, like, big journey to improvement, I think, over the last few years. So much smarter about when he pushes forward. You can really see that in this set in particular.
No, doesn't get there in time. The timing, as usual, is key, and Zangrix is starting to scream ahead. That train is in full force. It's got all that momentum. The ledge trump. You know Zangrix is feeling it when he's going for stuff like that.
Ooh, oh, nice. Just knew it was so low that you have to double jump recover, and it's really going to limit your options and taking full advantage.
Not punishing that up tilt on shield. That might be costly there. It's not the safest of move, but still, a lot of rage on this Mewtwo. Mewtwo is certainly not lacking for kill power for all the things he does. Like, it's an off stage, also a big reward on the down there, but doesn't find it. Still, fighting his way out of the corner. Now in the corner himself, but doesn't quite find any kind of hit.
Oh, gotta be so careful. It's so difficult holding shield against Roy, but breaks out of the corner, unable to find the Shadow Ball. Just going for some of these smaller ones now.
Okay, moment to breathe here for both players. Ricky just needs to find that one hit, but it's starting to become a last hit situation here, Jackie. It's shift1 with the left shot. Finds the back on the approach, but it's only the weak hit. Also the edge guard again, but gets it incorrectly, and now it's Zangrix with the stage control. It's Zangrix with the ledge trap. Is it going to be Zangrix with the game? No, not quite!
Yeah, just changing that recovery angle there. The upbeated stage a little bit further in than Zangrix was expecting. Will that be a set decider? We will see. It depends on whether or not Joey can close this out.
cut the tension in this game with a knife. Chucky Zangrix with another chance. This time mixing up, not teleporting to center, but it's still to show pressure, and the Arbiter is going to do it. Whew.
Wow. The amount of pressure there, both the patience from shift1 and the amount of pressure Zangrix is applying by just dashing in and in and in, pushing his shield to the corner, giving him one less option out of shield in the first place. Can't jump back now, and what a catch from Zangrix at the end there, stopping that game 5. A little bit of a pop-off there. Wouldn't be a Zangrix set without a pop-off.
Very valiant effort from shift1 there. You can really see in game 1 and 2. It's just the tempo that he had to adjust to, and he couldn't really find it. He couldn't really find the pace. He couldn't get up to speed with Zangrix. But starting with that game 3, you could see that comeback was mounting, and had that stock gone differently, I think we could have a very